I'm 87 years old, and I'm about to tell you something that might upset you. Everything you think you know about living a meaningful life is completely wrong. And the people who should be telling you this, everyone who's lived long enough to know, they're lying to you because they're afraid to admit they lived wrong. I spent 70 years believing the same lies you probably believe right now. That meaning comes from doing, from achieving, from building something, from making an impact, from leaving a legacy, from being productive, successful, important. I was 70 when someone asked me one question, just one question. And that question, it shattered everything I thought I knew about life. Everything I'd spent 7 decades believing. Everything I'd built my entire existence around. That question made me realize I'd been living wrong, measuring wrong, valuing wrong, for 70 years. This isn't for me. I'm 87. I've already wasted most of my life. This is for you, for the person still young enough to change, for anyone who's measuring their life the way I did, for everyone who hasn't asked themselves this question yet. Listen, the clock is ticking, and you need to hear this before it's too late. Here's the lie I believed for 70 years, the lie you probably believe right now. A meaningful life is one where you accomplish things, where you achieve, where you build something that lasts, where you make a difference, where you leave something behind. That day never comes. You know why? Because no matter what you accomplish, no matter what you achieve, no matter what you build, it all fades. Everything ends. Everyone forgets. Your legacy crumbles. Your impact diminishes. Your accomplishments become footnotes. They're nothing. You can't build meaning. You can only experience it. I told myself at 30, after I establish my career, then I'll have lived a meaningful life. Establish my career by 35. Did I feel meaningful? No. Now I needed to do more. After I've really made an impact, I said. After I've built something that matters, then my life will have meaning. Built something that mattered by 50. Did my life have meaning? No. Now I worried it wouldn't last. After I secure my legacy, I said. After my legacy is solid, then I'll know my life meant something. Secured my legacy by 60. Did I know my life meant something? No. I just felt exhausted, empty, still searching for meaning in achievements that never delivered it. The goalposts always move because meaning isn't in doing. It never was. I spent 70 years looking for meaning in the wrong place. Building, achieving, doing, none of it creates meaning. But I didn't know that until someone asked me the question. I accomplished a lot in 70 years. Built a career that lasted 40 years. Held positions people respected. Contributed to projects that helped people. Mentored others who went on to do important work. Made a measurable impact in my field. Left something behind. And you know what? None of it gave my life meaning. I mean, each accomplishment felt significant for maybe 48 hours. That sense of purpose, that feeling of, this matters. Then it faded. Just another thing I'd done, another check mark, another achievement that didn't fill the hole inside me. Just empty. You achieve something, feel meaningful for 2 days, then you're back to feeling empty, back to searching, back to thinking the next thing will finally be it. It's a cycle. Do, achieve, feel empty. Do, achieve, feel empty. Always seeking meaning in the doing. I had a friend, Walter. He was 72 when he passed. Cancer. Walter accomplished more than me. Published author, recognized expert, real impact, real legacy. Everything you'd want. A week before he passed, I visited him. He looked at me and said, I spent my whole life doing things to make my life mean something. Never worked. I missed it completely. He died 6 days later. 72 years of seeking meaning and achievements. Never found it. Is that what you want? To spend your entire life seeking meaning and achievements, only to realize at the end that you looked in the wrong place the whole time. Because that's what happens when you measure meaning by doing. You keep doing, keep achieving, keep building, and meaning stays just out of reach. Always one more achievement away, never arriving. My granddaughter, she's 23 now. I missed most of her childhood because I was building meaningful achievements. After this project, then I'll have time for her, I always said. She grew up while I was doing meaningful work. Now I barely know her. The mornings I could have spent with my wife, just sitting together, being together. We've been married 64 years. You know how many mornings we just sat together? Maybe 50. Because I was always doing something meaningful, building something, achieving something, missing everything. The walks I never took, just walks, no purpose, no achievement, just experiencing being alive. That's wasting time, I thought. That's not meaningful. I'm 87. I'd give everything for those walks now. The conversations I rushed through, with friends, family, neighbors, always somewhere to go, something to do, something more meaningful than just talking. Except it wasn't. The doing wasn't meaningful. The conversations would have been. My brother. We talked about taking a trip together. Just us. No agenda, no purpose. After I'm done with these meaningful projects, I kept saying. He passed at 78. That trip never happened. All those years of doing meaningful things, instead of experiencing meaningful moments with him. The missed opportunities, the roads not taken, the moments you didn't experience because you were too busy doing things you thought would make those moments meaningful later. I was 70, like I said, when someone asked me the question. My neighbor, actually. Quiet guy. We were talking and I was listing my accomplishments, explaining what I'd built, what I'd achieved, what legacy I was leaving. He listened. Then he asked, "But are you happy?" That's it. That was the question. But are you happy? I froze. 70 years of accomplishments. 70 years of meaningful achievements. And I couldn't answer. Because I wasn't. I'd spent 70 years building a meaningful life and forgot to have a happy one. After that question, everything changed. I started asking myself, does this make me happy? Not, is this meaningful? Not, will this matter? Just, does this make me happy? You know what I discovered? The meaningful things never made me happy. The happy things always felt meaningful. I'd been measuring backwards my entire life. The last 17 years have been happier than the previous 70. Not more accomplished, not more impressive, not more meaningful by society's measure. Just happier, more present, more alive, more real. I'm grateful now. Truly grateful. Not for what I accomplished. That feels hollow now, like building sandcastles that washed away. For 17 years of understanding that happiness isn't what you get after meaning. Happiness is the meaning. For time left to actually live instead of just achieve. And here's what I learned. The truth that took me 70 years and one question to understand. Meaning doesn't come from doing things. Meaning comes from being present for your life. From experiencing moments. From happiness. From connection. From actually living instead of constantly building. The meaning I was chasing through achievements? It was in moments I was too busy achieving to experience. The morning with my wife, the walk, the conversation, the trip with my brother. That's where meaning was. I was just too busy doing to notice. That's it. It's almost insulting how simple it is. You know what I realized? I spent 70 years treating happiness as the reward for meaning. Do meaningful things. Eventually, you'll be happy. But it's backwards. Happiness creates meaning. Present moments create meaning. Being alive creates meaning. The doing was just a distraction from living. Life isn't about building something meaningful. Life is about being present for the one meaningful thing you already have. Being alive right now. So let me ask you something, and I need you to be completely honest with yourself here. If you died tomorrow, would you be satisfied with the life you've lived so far? Not would your achievements be impressive. Not did you do enough meaningful things. Not would your obituary sound important. Just, are you happy? Have you been present? Have you actually lived? Think about it. Really think about it. If the answer is no, then what are you waiting for? What achievement do you think will finally make you happy? What meaningful thing will give your life meaning? When are you going to stop doing and start being? I'm 87 years old, on borrowed time. Maybe I have a year left, maybe less, I don't know. But so are you. We all are, really. You think you have decades to build meaningful things and then be happy. Maybe you do. Maybe you spend 70 years like I did, building meaning that never comes, dying without being happy. Maybe you realize at 70 that you measured everything wrong. You don't know. The question isn't whether you'll run out of time. You will. The question is, are you going to spend that time doing things to create meaning, or being present for the meaning that's already here? So here's what I need you to do. Not plan, not achieve. Do. Stop measuring your life by achievements. Stop thinking meaning comes from doing. Stop postponing happiness until you've accomplished enough. Stop treating being present as wasting time. It's the only time that matters. Start asking yourself, am I happy? Not, am I accomplishing enough? Just, am I happy? Start choosing moments over achievements. Start being present more than being productive. Start experiencing your life instead of building your legacy. Start understanding that happiness isn't the reward for meaning. Happiness is the meaning. Start protecting moments that make you happy, even if they don't accomplish anything. Start valuing presence over productivity. Start living like being alive is the point, not what you do while you're alive. Start now, not after you achieve more, not after you build something, not after your life means something. Now, today, this moment. Because this moment is all the meaning you'll ever need. I'm 87 years old. If I'm lucky, maybe a year, probably less. Time is almost gone. If this resonates with you, if you're measuring your life by achievements instead of happiness, subscribe. I have more truths to share, and honestly, I don't know how much time I have left. Leave a comment. Tell me what you're going to do differently, not what you're going to achieve, whether you're happy, what moment you're going to be present for instead of rushing through to do something meaningful. Because the clock is ticking. For me, for you, for all of us. One question changed how I see everything. But are you happy? 70 years of meaningful achievements. Not one of them made me happy. The moments I sacrificed for those achievements, those would have made me happy. Those would have been meaningful. I measured everything backwards. The question isn't whether you'll run out of time. The question is, are you going to spend your life doing meaningful things? Or are you going to be present for the meaning that's already in just being alive? Don't spend 70 years building meaning. Just be happy. That's all the meaning there is.